Hello everyone, welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations, Miles Edgeworth. We're ready for a new episode that looks like Gumshoe Silhouette. I'm excited. I love me some Gumshoe. Turnabout Reminiscence. Let's start. What we got? Kay Faraday. The young lady who calls herself the second Yatagarasu. Yeah, man. We had a bomb dropped on us the last time. The piece of cloth that she conjured up has taken me back to many years ago. Are we going to learn about this? 7 years earlier. I don't think we know about this yet. I'm not sure. Judge! Judge, is that you? Oh, please tell me that it is. Wait a minute. Who are these folk? Yeah, that's right. I did it. I killed the guy. Who's that? What's happening here? But it was the great thief Yatagarasu that told me to do it. Whoa! I asked the defendant just what exactly are you trying to say? Whoa, my god. Don't you get it? I know the true identity of oh shit. There's a lot of things happening at once. Who are these people? The Yatagarasu is the man standing over there at the prosecutor's bench. Are you saying that I'm the Yatagarasu? Don't you dare deny it. You told me to kill him when you snuck into the embassy. Oh, shit. You claiming that Mr. Faraday is the Yatagarasu? That's exactly what I'm saying. Objection! Mr. Rell, I think we've heard just about enough out of you. Your Honor, please listen to me. I'm telling the truth. You gotta believe me. Oh my gosh. What the fuck is happening? Okay, so there was a crazy thing happened.
In accordance with the defendant's accusation, a new prosecutor shall be called to replace Mr. Faraday. This court will be in recess until the new prosecutor is ready.
Okay. Here we go. Alright. September 10th, District Court. 3rd floor lobby. Wait a minute, if it was 7 years ago... 7? I'm trying to think of the timeline. Wouldn't he have been very young? Oh my... This outfit, though! The coat. There it is! He's actually wearing it. It's almost time for me to enter the courtroom. This has to have been like his very early career. And so it is that my first assignment as a prosecutor will be as a replacement for a prosecutor who has been accused by the defendant. I see. Edgeworth? Yeah, that's me. Don't worry about... Is that Manfred? Yo, Dracula! What the hell is happening, dude? How you doing? Oh, here comes the good music, though. Yo, Dracula, it has been a long fucking time, dude. How you doing? How's your face? I know this is in the past. It's not the future. Dracula's gone. But is he ever really gone? God! Oh no, what voice did I give him? All I know is that when I first heard him talk, I thought he sounded like he was in a barrel. Have you read over all the documents regarding this trial? Yes, sir. I've memorized everything there is to know. Look how young Edgeworth looks. I know it's just sprite work, but you can still tell. You can still tell that he looks a lot younger. Very good. The paperwork for the prosecutor's substitution is just about complete. Edgeworth, always bear in mind that as your mentor, I, Manfred von Karma... Oh shit, snap? Will accept nothing short of perfection. Even he looks a little bit younger than we remember, doesn't he? I understand, sir. To have the chance to stand in court at such an early stage in my career, I am honored and proud. As I have watched over your studies, I am giving you this very rare chance. What about Franny? Is she here too? Not that you're not great, I like her a lot more than you. Prove yourself, crush the defendant's pathetic lies into oblivion. I'll do it. Yes, sir. God, blimey, it's been a long time since we've seen him. That such a legendary prosecutor is watching over and judging my performance. I have to be perfect in every way. Oh shit, oh, we're here! Running around! Rolling around at the speed of sound. Today's trial should have ended in just 1 minute. Because the defendant was picked up by the security camera, correct? Exactly. The killer had the gall to say that he only killed because he was instructed to do so. Even more outrageous is his claim that the case prosecutor, Byrne Faraday, gave the order... Oh my... Byrne Faraday? Is it Kay's father? Oh no. Well, I already don't like where this is going. Tuh, Faraday is such a fool. He's been cornered by his very own prey. Sir? Are you an acquaintance of Mr. Byrne Faraday? Tuh, he's a pathetic man who speaks nothing but nonsense. Nonsense? He once tried to explain to me a way of punishing those who cannot be brought to court. Those who cannot be brought to court? That is nonsense for no man above the law. Well, there are always a few exceptions. However, there is no reason to even deal with such individuals. The prosecutor is a guardian of the court, one with no obligation to outside matters. Thus, there's no reason to deal with such individuals. I see. Edgeworth, disgracing yourself as Faraday has will not be forgiven. Have no fear. I will not let you down, sir. In place of the accused prosecutor Byrne Faraday, I'll prove the defendant's guilt. Very good. I've secured an hour of recess for you to prepare to do just that. Just an hour, that's all I get? Jesus. Show them all the power of Von Karma. I will. Oh shit. Hey, sir. I really gotta do this because this is important. Look at this badge, Dracula. Don't you love it? It's thanks to you that I've finally become a prosecutor, sir. It's amusing that you wanted to become a defense attorney, yet became my student. It is a strange path you have traveled. It's true that I had once wanted to become a defense attorney, but now I am honored and proud to be a prosecutor. I see. Then as a student of mine, I suggest you remember this well. The prosecutor's badge, it is not to be flaunted. Oh. Well, I got news for you. The guy must be rolling in his grave. I pretty much showed it to everyone. Yo, but it's not my fault technically. I learned it from Phoenix. So you can blame him. Alright. The dignity of a prosecutor lies in the man himself, not in the badge. You can say that, but the badge looked cool. You gotta admit. I understand. I'll keep that in mind. Okay, so show everyone. That's what I gleaned from this conversation. Besides, why put holes in your fine garments is simply preposterous. Well, I mean, boy, look at them right now. They do look like two-piece in a freaking Liberace concert, don't they? Like, it's great. Like, they could go on tour looking like this. Prosecutors must also take pride in their appearance. I will keep this in mind as well. Oh, really? What was Payne's excuse? Maybe that's why he always lost. Stupid parrot. I'm constantly having to remind the others at the prosecutor's office of this. Well, what about frickin' Jacques Portsman? He looks like a fool. Is he in this? He's gotta be like 12 years old if he is. It's more fashionable to keep your prosecutor's badge in your pocket. Haha, this is a giant dig at Phoenix too, which is really funny. In other words, always treat the prosecutor's badge with care and honor. I understand, sir. Oh shit, he wasn't very impressed that I showed it to him, but it was still worth it. Alright, today's trial. So, have you achieved a firm understanding of the case? Yes, sir. I've memorized everything that is written down in the case files. Oh shit, I haven't even read them. We don't have anything. There's nothing I can do. We don't even have the damn files. Miles, you a liar. Give it to me, I need to read them. Well, then explain the case to me. I want to see if you really know what you're talking about. Understood? Well, okay, tell me because I don't know. Oh, that's very nice. The murder was committed on September 8th in front of the Codopian, I guess that's what that says, embassy. The victim, Mr. Deedman. Is it Deadman? Deadman. He's a dead man. Was a staff member at the embassy. The defendant in this case, Mr. Mackerel. Is that supposed to be like mackerel, the fish? Was held for questioning the night of the incident as he was deemed suspicious. He was quickly placed under arrest for possession of the murder weapon, a gun. Furthermore, at the time of the murder, the great thief Yatakarasu had successfully infiltrated the Codopian embassy as well. At first, Rel claimed that he himself was the Yatakarasu, but that he did not kill Deadman. Das man. I wonder what he expected to gain from such a desperate lie. It's possible that he wants to go down while in the spotlight if he is found guilty. There truly is no limit to people's inanity. But I digress. Continue. Yes, sir. During the trial, the prosecution presented the security footage that captured the murder. The footage clearly shows Mr. Rell as the murderer. The act of Mr. Rell firing the gun could clearly be seen from the visitors' gallery. Upon seeing that, the defendant retracted his statement and admitted to the murder. I did it because I was told to. By the real Yatagarasu, Burn Faraday. That's gotta be her father, right? At 7 years, I'm assuming yes. I mean, older brother possibly, but still, it's probably very likely her dad. That sounds about right. However, you've forgotten one thing. What did you forget? While this may appear to simply be the murder of Kodobian Embassy staff member, people are actually referring to it as the second KG-8 incident. There's that again. The second KG-8 incident? I'm very sorry, sir. I feel I failed to study hard enough. Huh. Well, even among the police, it's information that only a select few are privy to. Could you please enlighten me, sir? Talk about that KG-8 incident, yes, please. Because I think we need to know more about that for sure. Sir, what do you mean by the second KG-8 incident? In order for me to tell you that, you must first learn about the original case. Look at these documents! This is a 3-year-old newspaper. Alright. Incident overview. Reports received from Manfred von Karma. You've heard of the Amino group scandal before, correct? There's Amino coming up here. What did they actually do? Tell us all about that. Yes, I have. Secretary of Ernest Amino, the Amino's group director, was arrested on a suspicion of smuggling. Correct. Setsu was an employee of the Amino group and the sole witness to the smuggling operation. It was she who brought the crime to light. However, Miss Yu was silenced before she could testify in court. Wasn't a Kodobian Embassy staff member arrested for the murder? Kodobian Embassy staff member Manny Kochin found not guilty. Okay. Yes, a Kodobian by the name of Manny Kochin was the suspect. However, due to lack of evidence, the case went unresolved. Lack of evidence? Did they hide it? If only I was in charge of the case. I would have done everything in my power to prove his guilt. To make sure that all the criminals are found guilty, my mentor really is dedicated. Yeah, you could call him that. Faraday was the prosecutor on the case then, and he was as pathetic as ever. Mr. Faraday was in charge of the KG-8 incident as well? That's right. And now, once again, the victim of the case you are currently assigned to was someone who was scheduled to testify against that smuggling organization. Oh no. And just like that last time, the victim was murdered right before he was to testify. You're catching on. The victim was murdered just before his day in court against the smuggling organization. I'll tell you what, with my shitty throat right now, Manfred's actually doing okay. It's easy for me to do because I sound like crap. Events are occurring almost exactly the same way as they did in the KG-8 incident. So, that's why it's being called the second KG-8 incident. So it's obviously related. Yes. Yet, there is one difference between the two incidents. What would that be? The so-called noble thief that is sending everyone into an uproar. The great thief Yatagarasu. Yatagarasu. I'd better find out more. Alright. Let's do it. If it is true that the Yatagarasu showed up at the Kodobian Embassy, what could he or she have been after? No doubt to steal any suspicious accounting records and release them publicly. Or, more likely, to steal secrets from the Kodobian Embassy itself. Since the item that the Yatagarasu stole from there was sent to the police. What was it that the Yatagarasu sent to the police? I don't know the details. Anything related to the Yatagarasu is getting top-secret treatment. Still, I find it very ironic. By returning the stolen item to the police, it was proof positive that the Yatagarasu had infiltrated the embassy on the same day the staff member was killed. I see. Criminals have a way of incriminating themselves, wouldn't you say? That would have to be the first time the Yatagarasu has left evidence behind, correct? Yes, indeed. If you wish to learn more about the Yatagarasu, then I suggest you ask Faraday. Mr. Faraday? He happens to be the prosecutor in charge of the Yatagarasu case as well. He's the prosecutor in charge of both the KG-8 incident and the Yatagarasu case? Mr. Faraday really has a lot on his plate. Hasn't he just been arrested? Oh! Is that Kay? What is it, little girl? Hello? You're scary, mister. He is. Dracula is a little bit scary. It's okay. It happens. Did you need something? I'm gonna trade these coins with you. What did you got here, honey? What is this? A fistful of dimes, quarters, and pennies, but it looks like you've exactly $1. Is this what you want? Oh, look at her! She's so cute! Thanks! That's exactly what I needed. You're welcome. Bye. Oh, okay. Could that child be here to watch the trial? At that age? How disrespectful for a child like that to be running around inside the courthouse. Yeah, you strike me as someone that doesn't like kids. I often wonder how Franny grew up. Jeez. Does no one have respect for this country's judicial system anymore? Not really. Did they ever? I mean, this is supposed to be the US. The paperwork for the prosecutor's substitution is complete. Why, do you even know how much time there is left before the trial resumes? I'm so sorry. Can't have you mopping this courthouse instead of protecting it in an instant. Oh. It's no bother, sir. Not being completely prepared could prove to be a perfect handicap for me. A proud one you are. You had better collect the evidence from Faraday and prepare yourself. It's time for your debut, Edgeworth. This is like his first ever. This is amazing. His first ever. Like, we've gone through this with Phoenix before. And yeah, the first time we saw Edgeworth, that was really cool. But this is like the first, isn't it? This is like the first of all firsts. Alright. Are we gonna see the judge? Oh, you're standing next to me, Dracula? Oh, that's nice. Thanks. Alright, you stand there and look scary. That's your job. I'm gonna stand here and look not as scary, but just a little bit, because we have to look a little bit the same since you're my mentor. Slightly scary, but more handsome. What is going on? Why isn't Faraday here yet? How is it possible that the defense is not prepared yet either? Bailiff, where is Mr. Faraday? I'm not sure. I wasn't really paying attention. Oh, he's gonna get fired. Oh, I hope we get to see the judge. You guys know how I feel about that. Hello?
Oh, you must be the one Mr. Von Karma recommended.
Hello, sir. Judge! Oh my goodness, you look fantastic. How's your beard? How you doing?
I hear this will be your first trial. I look forward to seeing how you perform.
Oh my gosh, it's finally complete. You know, I've really been loving this game, but it hasn't felt exactly complete without the judge. Now we hear Judge Judy style. Oh, this is gonna be fantastic. Cause it's gonna take place here in the court. I've been missing it a little bit. Oh, this music is really good.
Oh, by the way, was there someone celebrating a birthday during the recess? What?
Is it you? Judge, is it your birthday?
I could have sworn I heard a popper going off. Come to think of it, the other day with my grandson.
Sir, it looks like the trial's about to resume, however... Yes, it will be all but impossible to prove the witness a liar without the evidence from Faraday. What is that blasted buffoon up to? Where's he gone? It's an emergency, sirs! Who's that? Jesus Christ! Edgeworth, is that you?
Silence!
There should be no yelling in the sacred hall of law. Something tells me that you probably yell more than anyone else. Bailiff, remove that man from this courtroom at once. It's Edgeworth! Look at his coat, it's different. This is definitely early... not Edgeworth, what am I saying? It's Gumshoe, it's early Gumshoe. God, I'm all messed up because I'm so flabbergasted at all the cameos. Please, wait, you gotta listen to me. There's an emergency. Defendant lobby number 2. Mr. Faraday and the defendant. The two of them, they're both dead, Your Honor. How did that happen? They let them be in there together? What? Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh, that's real bad. Oh, hey, drinks. I'll have one. Why not? There's that other lawyer from before. Who the hell is that? Stay back. Okay, Wreck-It Ralph, no problem. Guy's huge. Whoa, never mind, he doesn't look like him at all. Jesus Christmas, what the hell happened to your coat?
No one's allowed on the crime scene, period.
Just who does this oddball think he is? Gee, Cry looks dead. He looks like a corpse. Oh, hey, girl. She's cute. This is becoming quite the hot spot.
Isn't she Mr. Rell's defense attorney?
I like her. I like her little scale earrings. They're cute. I also really like her freckles. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. Hey, you. No running in the hallway, pal. This is before they met. Oh my god. This is how they met. Guys, this is so nostalgic.
Who are you to tell me what to do?
I'll never find out what's going on like this. It's time for some civil discourse. What are we gonna do? First, we gotta do this. Look at him.
Honestly, he looks the same.
He doesn't look younger, just the coat color is different. He still looks fantastic. Gumshoe technically doesn't age. He really kind of just looks the same throughout, doesn't he?
And you are?
Who, me? Hey, pal. It's common courtesy to tell someone your name first before asking theirs.
This music.
I love it so much.
Point taken, my name is Miles Edgeworth. I'm a district prosecutor.
A prosecutor? I've never seen a prosecutor as young as you, pal. Isn't he only supposed to be like 20 years old? In the 7 years? Wouldn't that make him like 19 or 20? So like literally getting on to like almost Francisca's youth. She was like what, 16 when she started though? Probably because she, you know, directly under Manfred, she probably got a leg up.
I've told you my name. Would you mind telling me yours?
Detective Dick Gumshoe, and just recently I achieved my dream of becoming a detective. He's a new detective, look at him, bless. More than a dream, it's what I was born to do. Oh, my crops are watered, my acne is clear, I have lost weight, my bills are paid. Gumshoe's just the best. Wait, maybe I should check and make sure I'm not really in some crazy dream first.
This detective is entirely too excited to be at a murder scene.
Oh my goodness. Hey, my mentor told me not to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Look at this badge. It's technically a different Gumshoe, guys. He hasn't seen it before.
You mentioned that you've only recently become a detective. Did you not? Let me show you my giant hand.
You got it. I'm a brand spanking new detective.
How serendipitous that you would mention spank after all the doujin I've seen.
Never mind.
That means you've probably never seen a real prosecutor's badge, right? If you so desire to see one, I just might be able to make your day. Oh, this screenshot's definitely a euphemism.
You don't have to go through the trouble, pal, because a real man has a police badge. Oh shit, here we go. And someday, I'm gonna become an ace detective just like Detective Bad. You do that. You're gonna do it. Oh, did I say something wrong, pal?
Forget it, detective. Haha, he didn't even want to see your shit, Edgeworth. Oh, that was worth it. Alright, fine. The crime scene. So, Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling me what you know about the incident?
You know that I don't have to tell you anything, right?
I know that. But it would behoove you to fill me in on what you know.
Wow, you're a proud one for such a youngster, ain't you? Well, anyway, Detective Bad is the one in charge. He must be that corpse over there. So you're just gonna have to ask him for all the details, alright? As for me, I was guarding the door to defendant lobby number 2.
Oh, no wonder they got killed. Well, that makes sense. So, you were the guard detail? Did you notice anything strange while you were on duty?
Well, I freaked out when I heard a gunshot and then I kind of froze.
You're a detective and a measly gunshot scared you that much? Then again, I can hardly claim not to know what it's like to hear one at close range.
That's right. Unfortunately, then Detective Bad came running to the scene. We went into lobby number 2 together and both men were lying there dead.
Is that everything?
Yeah, that's it. I was in the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a single peep of a struggle. So he didn't hear anything.
Interesting. Other than the gunshot, he didn't hear a single sound of commotion?
That's strange, isn't it? Alright, we got testimony. Should probably look at these soon. Alright, now this is really performing like a Phoenix game. I'm into it. Alright, so. Can I look at these real quick? Received from my mentor's reference about the KG-8. Okay. This is just the paper. The victim is Sissa Yu. And there's that guy over there. So it really doesn't tell us too much. Now this. Was on hall and guard duty other than a gunshot. Didn't hear a sign of struggle. Alright. Okay. Right, okay. Hey girl. How you doing? What's your name? Do you have a minute? No, I'm not really into talking to people I don't know. Especially at a time like this.
Ah, I apologize for not introducing myself before bothering you. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I was to take Mr. Faraday's place in court.
Edgeworth, huh? Never heard of you. So, Faraday's substitute is a newbie, eh?
I'll have you know, madam, I studied under Manfred von Karma. There's probably a dojin about that somewhere, but I don't want it. Do not take me for some naive novice.
She is not impressed with you. Wow. Edgeworth, I'm surprised at how no one's impressed with your ass. Is she laughing or throwing up? Either way, funny. You alright, girl? Do not take me for some naive novice. Is she crying? Oh, is she laughing at him? You're a student of Von Karma. Should've. Clothes or dead giveaway.
Oh my god, everyone is taking the piss out of Edgeworth. This is the best episode ever. I love this game. I love her. Stop that. These are the garments of one who gallantly presents the fox.
Like, thanks for the great laugh, but try not to make me laugh so much, alright?
I wasn't trying to do anything of the sort.
Just kidding. I was just goofing around. By the way, you know who I am? My name is Callisto Yu.
Oh, she's the sister of the girl that died, possibly? Oh no. I'm sorry.
And if you're telling the truth, that like we were about to go head to head in court.
Ah, but of course. I've heard much about you, Miss Yu.
Yeah, you're a regular Shakespeare.
Did I say something funny? This music and everything, I love her. I'm sorry. I do. Don't care if she's guilty or what. Love her. She's hilarious. She's just laughing in his face. Crime scene. Girl, what you doing? I'd like you to update me on the situation.
I don't really know anything. Like, why don't you try talking to those detectives over there?
If that's the case, then why are you here? What's so funny?
This is just the way you speak is like so tactless.
Oh, really?
The person I was going against in court until only a little while ago was just murdered. It's not like I could go back into the court pretending as though nothing happened.
That's a good point. I apologize for asking such an insensitive question.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Girl. Yo, I got something for you. You want to laugh at this?
Look at this badge.
It's a shame that we will not be able to face each other. It was to be my first trial, too.
Oh, is that like a declaration of war? How nice it is to be young and carefree. And what a nice squeaky clean badge you've got yourself there. I'm jealous.
I'm sure its gleam will dull over time with experience.
Are you saying your reputation will also tarnish over time with it?
That's not what I meant, holy shit. Yo, get wrecked, son. Yo, she's messing you up.
Well, you just can't avoid some things in life.
I'll never allow my badge and my reputation to become tarnished. Oops. About that. Okay, fine. Alright, so we told her about the crime scene. Is that it? Oh, I want to talk to her more. God, I need a drink after that. No? Oh, I can't. A drink vending machine. I want one. Duh. Now's not the time to be pondering what kind of drink I want. No, this is the perfect time. What are you talking about, Miles? Let me in. I slid right behind you. Didn't even see me. Excuse me, but who are you? Detective Tyrell Bad. Homicide. Okay. Why do you look like a corpse? I was informed of the situation and came as quickly as possible. So how did you arrive and inspect the body before me? Faraday requested for me to testify in the trial. Plain and simple. Mr. Faraday requested that you be here? Alright. Talk to me about your face. I've already contacted HQ about the situation. I've got nothing to say to you, kid. Kid! I'm Mr. Faraday's substitute in today's trial. Therefore, I insist you update me on the situation. He's bad. I can't back down here. I have a right to know. Do I need to teach you a thing or two about how to talk to an adult kid? Is he threatening me? Oh, shit. Whoa, here goes. We're dead. Is he going to go for his gun? No. Oh. You look good. Not dead at all. It's just a mirror. How dare he trick me like that? You look fine for someone that's been dead for 20 years. Faraday was stabbed to death with some kind of blade and he had a gun in his hand. The other man, Mr. Mackerel, was shot and killed. He was found holding a bloody knife in his hand. Was there anyone else who went into defendant lobby number 2? Yeah, that big lug over there. His name's Gumshoe. Look at him just looking around. It's the best. He's in charge of guarding the place. He's claiming that no one else entered the room. If that's the case, then they must have killed each other, correct? Maybe. Such impudence! This guy's really testing my patience. Oh my god, I love it. Why was I not informed that you were going to testify in court? Homicides aren't my only gig. The Yatagarasa case is also one of my assignments. Huh. So you were called upon to comment on the Yatagarasa's characteristics, in order to assess if Mr. Faraday really was the Yatagarasa or not? Well, well, looks like you just might have a brain after all in that head of your son. Son? I'm not your son, Pops. Thank goodness for that. Be weird. Or am I? Monsieur, there's someone here who wishes to see you. Who is it? A Godopian embassy staff member by the name of Manny Cochin. What? Isn't that the dude that killed her sister or relative of some kind? Well, he going for something. What's going on? Detective Bad and Miss Yu's moods just changed all of a sudden. Don't you remember? It's right there. Wait a second. Wasn't Manny Cochin? I'll be right there. Girl, you be careful. Because I really like you. Don't have anything happen to you. It's nice to see you again, Miss Yu.
Why are you here? I have no desire to ever see you again.
No. Actually, would you mind stepping outside for a brief chat? She's gonna die right here and now.
Fine.
Let's get— Whoa. Dracula, we're busy. Oh shit, how you doing, boy? Bad. Von Karma. It's been a long time. I knew you would show up. You usually do when the Yatagarasu is involved, and I see this case as no exception. Do you know Detective Bad, sir? Yes. He's like an old bloodhound that never leaves the scene of a crime. If only he would get the promotion and move on. It's the crime scene where a detective is most useful and effective. Huh. It's not like I don't know that. Moving on, Bad. The man that I just passed by. Was he not the suspect from the KG-8 incident? So I was right. Just what is that man doing wandering around here? That Faraday. I can't believe he let such an easy catch get away. The imbecile. I would have proved his guilt in 3 minutes. Von Karma, I think you've said enough for now. It's in poor taste to speak like that about the departed. Tuh. Very well. I mean, he's already dead. He doesn't care. Back on topic, I'm placing Edgeworth in charge of the investigation here. Whoa, hello? I know that noise. I know the voice.
Girl! Oh! Look at her! Papa, how can you place him in charge?
Oh my god, look at her.
She's so young.
Francisca, what are you doing here?
I'm here for summer vacation. What else?
Oh, she's so cute. Francisca von Karma, so she's here on vacation from Germany. She is the daughter of Manfred von Karma and a student of his who's also junior to me.
You're the one who's junior to me, and don't you forget it.
You're not conveniently avoiding the bar examination, are you? Oh, look, she has a riding crop instead of a whip, and maybe she has to graduate to that later.
Ha! If you're able to pass, then I have absolutely no trouble at all. I'll never allow myself to lose to you. Never.
Why does she always have to be this competitive? Don't act like you not Edgeworth. You just like her.
Come on. Anyway, Papa, are you really assigning Miles Edgeworth to cover the case?
Yes, I am. Why do you ask?
Well, you know, I'm close to becoming a prosecutor myself. And I am 100% confident I can do a better job than him.
That's just like Francisco. She has no problem bad-mouthing someone right in front of them. I mean, it's one of her charming traits, I think. Bad. Yeah. These two will be conducting the investigation.
Yay! Francisca's gonna be with me!
Oh, I'm so excited again. I love her. What? You want me to let both these kids loose on the crime scene? She must be like 15. Duh. This is a perfect opportunity for them to work on their prosecutional skills. Yeah, well, I messed that word up. But my voice is already, like, shot. Crime scene's not a place for children to be messing around in. Speaking of children, what about Kay? She was here. I'm the one with the authority over this crime scene bed, and I will not tolerate complaining. Edgeworth, Francisca, I leave this case to the two of you.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome.
Understood, sir.
We will have to get on with it. Yes, Papa. In the next one. Oh, did you see Francisca's curtsy? Oh, she's the best. I am so excited about this case now. So gosh darn excited. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you're as excited as I am. I'll see you soon. Toodaloo.